do you love Matt the same as you love Gino?
I think that...
No, she doesn't love me as much as him.
I wanted to not like you.
Oh, okay.
Just given
wants
everything.
to like him.
I know.
No,
then
but
you
then
meet him and you're
I
like,
know.
that
He's
plan.
so likable. It's crazy.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Poor Matt. Everyone seems to love the guy, except for the woman that matters to him the most, Jasmine. So, with everyone confined under the same roof together, let's rewind to the start and pick up with Matt after filming for day 1 has wrapped up.
I'm going to the house. I think it's gonna be okay because today all the bad stuff happened. So now I feel pretty confident that it's gonna be less Gino and Jasmine drama.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, Matt. Like, I'm glad you're confident about it, but I think you're the only one that's confident. Jasmine and Gino have already been at each other's throats, and it's only been part 1. How he expects them to live under the same roof for the best part of a week without more incidents is wishful thinking, I'd say. But if there's anything we know about Matt by now, wishful thinking, or more accurately burying his head in the sand, seems to be his middle name. Now, surprisingly, during the drive back to the house, Matt or Jasmine aren't the people preoccupying Gino's mind. It's Natalie that he's thinking about, and the group tells Gino how pretty they think she is.
You're happy with her. You're giggling,
Yeah.
flirting.
Well, let me tell you something. She treats me very good, and she doesn't fight with me.
The way that Gino's talking about Natalie is very interesting, isn't it? He isn't talking here as if their relationship is in the past. Like, it's all present tense. He doesn't say she treated me well, he says she treats me well. So, am I reading too much into that? Or could that perhaps mean that they've somehow made up? They might be back together? I guess time will tell. I guess we will find out at some point. But back at the house, some of the cast members gather in Kara's bedroom to play a game of truth or dare. Something that's always dangerous when there's alcohol involved. And before too long, Matt comes to really regret agreeing to do a dare.
Suck a toe. A toe?
Because I have a foot fetish.
We've seen it, yeah.
Exactly.
Can you at least wash the foot?
He finds that disgusting. No, I'm not watching.
If you really love me, Jasmine says, then you'll suck my toe as it is without washing it or anything. Now, Matt is pretty grossed out by this. Like, he's way less enthusiastic about sucking her toe than she was about sucking Gino's. And as Jasmine hastily takes off her sock, Matt wants a few reassurances before he commits to this.
Did you walk on the barefooted?
I didn't.
You're such a liar.
Papi, suck it.
Bruh.
Oh my.
Can I just say, like, no kink shaming here, but completely and deeply from within my heart, yuck. Like, they've just got back from a full day at the studio. Jasmine has been hanging out with everyone. She hasn't showered yet. Those little piggies of hers must be covered in germs and grime. I wouldn't even want to suck them at the best of times, much less after a full day on her feet out and about. Like, all you can say here, apart from the pure humiliation that she's putting Matt through, is that she really seems to be reveling in this foot stuff, doesn't she? Like, she's trying to carve out an OnlyFans career or niche for herself. Heck, I'd go as far as to say most cast probably charge for this. It's behind a paywall. She's here, pardon the pun, quite literally giving her fans a taste for free. But it's not really a nice taste.
I gotta wash my mouth.
If he only knew where this toe had been.
Poor Matt. I think he's going to need something a little stronger than just water to disinfect his mouth after that. Also, let's spare a thought for poor Guillermo. I think he needs to disinfect his eyes after witnessing what he just saw. Now, when Matt does eventually make his way back to the group, he jokingly asks Jasmine how he'll ever be able to kiss their baby daughter with that mouth ever again. Like, it's all jokes and games, it's all very light-hearted, but poor traumatised Guillermo does raise the fact that the last time Jasmine was busy sucking toes, it wasn't being done as a joke.
I just imagine you sucking, respectfully saying, Gino's feet.
It was the only thing he would let me suck.
That might be more than Guillermo wanted to know, but as far as Matt's concerned, he has his own theory for why Gino allowed that to happen.
Typical Gino trying to save money on a pedicure.
Now, the group all seem to be having a lot of fun. There's a lot of laughter and giggles here. But things turn a lot more serious when it's Jasmine's turn. And unlike Matt with a dare, she chooses to pick truth.
Do you love Matt the same as you love Gino?
I think that
That is a very long pause. Like, it's never a good sign when someone takes that long to answer. Like, Jasmine is clearly having to think very hard about her answer, but it shouldn't be like that. It should be pretty straightforward and easy, shouldn't it? Do you love the guy who you have a kid with, who takes care of you, who proposed to you only a few weeks ago, as much as you love your ex, who you're no longer with? An ex who's going out of his way to try and deport you from the country and get you to pay back $75,000. The answer really shouldn't be this difficult, and it does kind of tell Matt all he needs to know.
with Gino, I didn't love him in a healthy way, but I was so obsessed with him. Like, I love him, you know, in a very passionate way.
No, she doesn't love me as much as him.
Poor Matt, how much humiliation can one guy take? Matt's constantly being rejected and used and abused. Like, it's starting to feel like someone's kicking a puppy right in front of our very eyes. You've got to feel a bit bad for the guy. Now, Jasmine goes on to clarify that she never wants to love anyone as much as she loved Gino because it wasn't healthy. But I think sensing how she suddenly realises this might be affecting Matt, I mean, it's not nice that she's putting him through this. She then attempts to backtrack slightly and soften the blow.
But I do love him. I like his companion. Sex is the freaking best.
Well, you definitely have chemistry.
The problem is, I don't know how long chemistry will be enough when Matt is clearly craving love. I just don't get the impression that he's going to be satisfied with such a half-hearted love forever. Now, while all of these guys are playing truth or dare, elsewhere in the house, down in the kitchen, Jovi is thinking up different ways that the rest of the group can have fun. And his idea revolves around the phone records that Gino has.
You got that paper with you? Paper? Your phone records. Let's call that number, see if Matt answers the phone. She's lying to us. I'll call it.
Now, on these phone records is a number that Jasmine phoned very often, even before they went to the last resort. Gino believes that that's Matt's number, and the fact that Jasmine was in such constant communication with this number, Matt, even before asking for an open marriage, Gino says, proves that she was cheating on me. Now, of course, in the last episode on part 1 of the tell-all, Matt and Jasmine, when confronted with this supposed evidence, denied that that phone number was ever Matt's, and they claimed that Matt has never changed his phone number. So, keen to try and get to the bottom of this mystery, the guys phone the number, but no one answers. But they do send a text message back.
Somebody says, "Who is this?" They text me back.
Oh, he replied.
I asked him if it's Matt. This is Matthew, like this?
Yes.
Jovi and Andre are eating this up. Like, they're clearly enjoying messing with someone else for once, rather than fighting each other. Now, despite asking the question, they all know that even if it is Matt, he's probably not going to admit it. I mean, how often do you share your personal details with a random number who's texting you? But, considering they're all under the same roof, there is another way that they can find out whether or not this really is Matt.
Where is Matt?
Upstairs. Somebody see if he's on his phone.
Oh, where is he? Let's go sneak and see.
let's go,
I'll
let's
peek
go.
around the corner.
Go.
Somebody put a camera on him.
Where?
Whoever it is that's responding to these messages isn't giving them any direct answers to their questions, but it is replying to their text messages. So if this really is Matt, they should be able to sneak up on him and catch him red-handed while he's texting back. So, seemingly believing that they're in some kind of spy thriller, Elizabeth, Georgie and Yara head upstairs. Will they be able to find the proof that Gino is so desperately looking for?
Was somebody texting you earlier?
I have no idea why.
Were you texting somebody earlier?
No.
I'm gonna go back and get a drink.
Yeah, one more good. Yeah. It's kind of boring here.
Smooth, real real smooth, Elizabeth. That doesn't look weird at all. It's totally natural to go into a room, question a guy that you don't know all that well, and then storm off immediately after. Nothing suspicious about that whatsoever, is there? And despite acting super weird, their mission was also a complete fail. They have to go back tail between their legs to report on everyone downstairs that not only was Matt not texting, but that his phone was nowhere near him. Like, that does seem to be pretty conclusive proof that it isn't Matt's number on that phone bill. But Gino refuses to believe it. Like, he doesn't believe that that's a sign of innocence. He maintains that although it might not be Matt's number now, it did used to belong to him.
It's because I verified it myself. So the fact that Matt changed his number, I mean, that just shows he's guilty. So you can't even question it.
Really, Gino? I don't think it's as conclusive as you're trying to make it out to be. Most people are questioning it. Let's just be honest here. Gino isn't exactly the most reliable narrator, so I'm not just going to take his word for anything. But let's just play devil's advocate for a second. What is it that we actually do know? Like, conclusively, it may or may not be Matt's number, but we do definitely know that Jasmine was calling someone. So, if it isn't Matt, then who was she calling? Could there perhaps be another man that we're not aware of? I mean, it's a legitimate question to ask, isn't it? Food for thought. Either way, I think we can safely say that isn't going to be something we're going to get to the bottom of today. It's not going to be something that Jasmine voluntarily shares with Gino. So when we join them the next morning, they're back at the studio, and it seems like all the fun and games from the previous night has changed some people's opinions.
I wanted to not like you.
Oh, okay.
Just given everything.
I know.
No,
And then
but
you meet him and you're like,
know.
that
He's
plan.
so likable, it's crazy.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matt really has won people over. I mean, Cara, at the start of this tell-all, was fully Team Gino, right? But look at her now. Matt's really managed to win her over. She really seems to like him. Like, her stance has completely changed towards him. It's funny, isn't it? He manages to get everyone to like him, except for the one person who he really wants to impress, Jasmine. She still can't help but compare him to Gino. She still sees his charm as a negative.
He's too charming sometimes. I don't like that.
Charming?
Yeah, because with Gino, I didn't care because he is so bitchy to everyone. Like,
Matt really can't win, can he? Even when he's being nice to people, Jasmine isn't happy. I think that says a lot more about her and her insecurities than it does about him, frankly. Now, not aware that they're being watched, Cara confesses to everyone that Jasmine also has really surprised her. From everything I saw of her on TV, she says, I expected Jasmine would constantly want to be the centre of attention. She'd always be screaming and shouting, but she hasn't been like that at all, she says. I've actually been pleasantly surprised. And while I'm not really sure how good Cara's memory is, I mean, there was plenty of shouting and screaming by Jasmine on night one, Jasmine herself picks up on part of what Cara has just said. She doesn't hear the whole thing and immediately steps in to make Cara regret her words. Jasmine pretty much immediately conforms to stereotype.
Drama show all the time. See, just like that. I'm literally trying to say, I thought you were going to be so much drama, but you actually turned out to be so nice. But you're just proving the first part.
Now, thankfully, for the most part, all of these digs are said in a jokey way. I mean, the mood does remain pretty light. But, as we all know, stepping into the studio, how long will that last? This, after all, is a tell-all, and this is Jasmine. We all know it. There's no way at all that she's going to make it through the rest of the tell-all without dropping any more bombs. So it's going to be interesting to see where exactly Jasmine's next explosion comes from and who it is that's going to get taken out in the blast.